Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa RCG Creations. How you doing? I'm bringing you today a different. This is going to be What's for Breakfast series. We're going to start doing the breakfast series because I really want to start making more breakfast meals. Something that I can keep in the freezer, the fridge for 3 or 4 days, especially on a work week. That'll really help a lot. And I'm trying to see if they can stay in the kind of the low cal. Not so much the bread stuff because I still need to stay on my weight program because it's still working, but I got a long ways to go. So today we're bringing you a thing called Crockpot Christmas Breakfast Casserole. Never made it. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've eaten it at a buffet, but I've never made it. And it calls for 12 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 2 pounds of hashed brown potatoes, 1 pound of bulk breakfast sausage, 1/2 cup of onions, 1/2 cup of bell peppers, red and green diced up, 1½ cups of cheddar cheese, 1½ cups of pepper jack cheese, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Excuse me, sorry with that. The black pepper just got to me because what I did is I mixed up. I'm getting everything ready because I want to stay under my 15 minutes. And it's going to sit in the crock pot for about 8 hours on low. I'm going to check it after 4 hours and then we'll see where we go from there. So here I have my mixture of the eggs and salt and pepper with the milk. And I ended up using buttermilk because I had some left over and I wanted to hurry up and use it. And half and half because I wanted a little bit of variety. Okay, so it's the first thing you want to do is you want to spray your crock pot. Or if you can, use a crock pot liner. If you have a crock pot liner, that'd be better. Easy cleanup. But if not, make sure you spray down your crock pot on the inside. Then do yourself a huge favor. With a clean paper towel, wipe all the way around here of the extra spray. That way, as it's cooking, it doesn't bake in here and it causes more cleanup for you down the line. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, I've already put everything together. My breakfast sausage is already cooked and it's draining here on this towel. Alrighty, so first thing we want to do, and these are my dehydrated diced potatoes. I want to hurry and use some of these, and they've been soaking. I soak mine in boiling hot water for 20 minutes and that rehydrates them. So this is going to be a lot of potatoes because I plan on using all of this mixture of potatoes in this mix. Hubby's really a potato guy. So that's the goal. So I'll put a layer of potatoes. And then we want to put in some of the sausage. And I have it draining on a paper towel there. So let's sprinkle some sausage in there. And some of your sausage is really fatty and some of it's not. If you can, crumple it up in little bite-sized pieces. But if not, not a big deal. Okay. Because this is going to be a layered product. Okay, so I've got the sausage in there. Next we sprinkle in some of the cheese. I'm not going to do the pepper jack cheese, only because this is my first time making it and I want to try it without the pepper jack cheese. And the next time I make it, because I know I'll be making this again if we like it. So I'm just going to be using our cheddar cheese that I shredded up. And I'm putting a whole lot of cheese in there. I would love to use onions, but hubby doesn't care for onions, so we're not using onions. Next, we're going to go with, repeat the 2 times. Oh, repeat this again. Okay, so I guess we don't put the egg in there yet. Whisk in the milk, so it's the potatoes, then the sausage, then the cheese. Repeat this 2 more times. Oh, and then we put the egg mixture in. Okay, so that explains the egg. I didn't know because I was like, well, where's the layers? But now we're going to put the rest of the eggs in here. I should have drained this, but I was being lazy. I didn't want to get another colander and get myself more dishes to mess with. So I did it. Now I'm going to just spread out everything here evenly. Oh, I don't need this. I already seasoned my salt and pepper. Now I'm just going to layer the sausage, because it says to do this 2 more times. Okay. Now we want to do another layer of cheese. Now I'm sure you can use any cheese you want. It's totally up to you. But I definitely want this to be cheesy. And it sounded like, when I was searching for breakfast menus, it sounded fairly easy. So it's like, this is really one of those nice make and dump and go. And you don't have a whole lot of cleanup, which is really nice. So I'm just going to finish this off with the last layer of these potatoes. There's a, you can see, let me show you. You can see a lot of the water from where they were rehydrated the potatoes. And of course, with them simmering for 8 hours, they're going to be nice and soft. And I do, when I dehydrate my potatoes, especially the diced ones because they're thicker, they're a little bit thicker. Let me show you. They're a little bit thicker, little dices. I soaked it for a solid hour because I want to make sure they got totally rehydrated, which they did. And I'm just going to use all the potatoes that's in here. And this is 2 cups of potatoes. Because I'm only doing half the recipe because it's just going to be me and hubby, nobody else. And I don't want to have a whole bunch of leftovers in case we don't care for it. But with this kind of food, I don't see how you wouldn't like it. Unless something really bad turned out, but I think we're good. Now let me add the rest of this sausage. Just layer this over. Make sure the sausage got over the whole thing. Boy, I'm glad I only did half. This is already, I'll show you in just a minute. It's already filled up half the crock pot. I don't know what would have happened if I had done more. Okay, now get that excess cheese off my hands. Okay, so once you've done all that, in with the cheese mixture, repeat that 2 more times. So to do that, you want 3 layers, which has got 3 layers. Now we want to pour the mixture, the whole thing. We're going to cover it and set it for 8 hours, so we'll bring it back tomorrow when this is done. So let me make sure I get every... I want to make sure I get over the whole thing. This is the one time you want to use a bowl with a spout, like I have here. And then you get all that goodiness, the salt and pepper. I want to get all the cheese off the lid so we don't have extra work in having to clean this up. Okay, so then we're just going to cover this and we're going to set it on low. And we'll bring it back tomorrow when we do the taste test. We'll bring it back. Okay, we are back. Next morning, let's take a look. I just unplugged it. Let me zoom you in so you can see what it looks like. There you go, and there's not a whole lot of extra grease. But if there is a little extra grease, excuse me, I got my morning frog here. I purchased these. They're like kind of like parchment paper. Let me take one up and I'll show you. But what they do is they absorb the grease. All you do is lay it on top, and it absorbs the grease and the oil from your dish that's just been cooking. And they have a little thing that you can pull them out with. But these are called... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the wrong thing. This is for baking. You put this on the bottom of your pan. Then you pour your batter on top, and then you lift it up. And it's a cake release. Where did I put my... Okay, I gotta find them. But there is another set that I did buy. They're round like this. And you just soak it, and it soaks up all the oil. Sorry about that. If I find it, I'll put a pop-up photo of it, okay? So I got myself a jar of Haba candy. This is perfect to put as a side dish. Oh, let me get a spoon. And remember, when you're working with jars that you're going to water bath or pressure can, never use metal. Only use something that's plastic or wood. Okay, so let's dig in. And then let me show you. See the different layers? There's the food. The top got a little on the toasty side. I'm going to put me some cowboy candy on the side. And then we're going to have a bite just by itself. And then some with the cowboy candy. So let's take a quick little bite. Make sure I got some sausage. I could use some more salt. And again, the salt and pepper is to taste. Now let's do the crunchy part on top with a little bit of the cowboy candy. And I'm just putting a little bit on there. I want a kick, but I don't want too much of a kick. I'm going to enjoy my food. Oh, yeah. That makes the best condiment to go. This cowboy candy is great on just eggs, any kind of grazed or grilled meat. Once it's cooked, lather it over the top of it and let it melt as it's over the cooked meat, or just add it as a side condiment like I just did. So anyway, here's my video. One more time, my video on this breakfast casserole. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.